Hello YouTube, it's Harley here and I'm bringing you another episode of Evony, and this episode's turning out to be a very exciting one. I'm really excited about it, if you can't tell. Alright guys, so let's look at my troops. I have no troops. You're probably wondering why. But yeah, I don't have any troops but a few stuff that's been building up. Uh, I got lucky, very lucky. These flats, last episode we talked about these flats. I've been really lazy with them. I haven't been, getting rid of them and then acquiring them, so they're kind of all the same pretty much. Nobody's teleported in, but I've been searching around. People are teleporting around, so new people are kind of coming into the area. So whenever it loads up here, I'll show you. This guy, flag name Otis, or his name's Otis. I was like, hey, no alliance, pretty good prestige. Let's just give him a scout. So I scouted him. Let's look at the report. The first time I scout him, I just send one, like I've showed before. So right here, we sent one scout, and ended up dying. So that means his gates are open, and he has a few scouts in there. So I was like, there's no way he has more scouts than me. I didn't think. So I sent 10,000 scouts with a good intel hero. I send an even number of scouts, so he doesn't know how many scouts I have, okay? If you send all your scouts, 10,562, then he knows how many scouts you have because you sent them all. Or you can do that to fake them out, like reverse psychology in a sense. But if you look at this guy, okay, no resources, population 0, loyalty 0, so he's a dead city. Troop-wise, 10, and he had a few scouts that I killed. And he has a bunch of defenses. So I'm assuming he killed himself out and his loyalty dropped all the way down to 0, okay? I'm like, oh, okay, that's okay. So I went to statistics. You always do this whenever you find a city that you want to try to take. You click on his name, you search the player. He's a knight with 2 cities. That means we can take a city over. That means we can acquire this city. So it turns out his second city's right here, and he just built it apparently. So I scouted it also. We'll take a look at its scout report. It's Key West. And he has a little bit of resources that he really needs in the other city. So I'll probably clean that out. He barely has any troops and traps. So nothing big there. But this city here, we're about to get it here in a couple minutes if no one beats me to it. We get a bunch of building stuff. I know I talked about like I didn't want an extra city, but this is just a freebie, guys. At least take it. If this happens to you, take it, NPC it. I'm actually going to keep the city because he has like 9 barracks, 8 barracks. So that's really solid. A bunch of sawmills, a bunch of iron mines. So this city's a functionable city. I mean, a bunch of his stuff's kind of small. His walls are really big, which is really good. But like some of his other buildings are kind of small, but this will help me out quite a bit, and I can get taken over. I don't have the resources to defend this, but I'm going to try. I think this will be a really good city. So let's talk about my attack. As you see in the scout report, he has like 3,200 archer towers, 3,000 traps, which is way too many traps. You don't need that many traps, and that's about it, and like 10 warriors. So let's go to army movement and then take a look at our army composition. So on this case, I don't care if he knows what I got because his account's dead and he's not in an alliance. So I sent all my warriors and all my archers. I'm probably going to lose a lot of warriors. I would say I'm going to lose at least 15,000 warriors, I believe. That's my guess, but don't hold me to it. Scouts and pikemen, a few calves and calf attracts, or pretty much all of them. And then I tried to make sure to max out my a rally point. So rally points level 9. That means I can carry 90,000 troops. Okay. So I sent about 89,500 is the number of troops I sent. I didn't feel like doing the math and getting the exact numbers in. And plus I don't have really even numbered troops, so it's kind of hard to add that up. But I sent quite a bit. All right. And you can see my resources. I've got a lot of food. It turns out this guy, his alliance went friendly with us, so he's blue, so I can't get food from him anymore. I think they went blue with us just because of me, in my personal opinion, but I don't know. All right, so here it is. We got 5 seconds left, and then this is what happens when you take a city over. If we win the battle, And we do. We win the battle. Yeah. I knew we would, but anyways, it's so exciting getting that pop-up, guys. Oh, I love it. All right, let's go with Saturn. How about Saturn? Saturn sounds cool. Saturn was a vehicle I used to have a few years ago. No, I'm kidding. It really was, but Saturn's also just another planet, so I like doing planets. All right, so attack reports. Wow, I was way off, guys. I was way off. So we lost about 3,000 archers. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. 3,000 for 3,000. That's pretty good. Um, we lost all of our foot troops here. So the Kaffa tracks, warriors, our workers, warriors. So I need to look at the speeds of this and kind of analyze it again. But pikemen, I believe pikemen are ahead of swordsmen. Scouts are ahead of them all. But that's an interesting battle there. It really is. I didn't expect that. It took 12 rounds, so that's always nice to look at. We can heal 30%. Honor, we got some honor because we won the battle, and that's bad. So our honor's up to 144,000. Ooh, 200,000 hero. That's pretty nice. I didn't use my best hero. I used a decent hero. So, but anyways, guys. So let's see. The army's not going to be on return, so they're going to need food ASAP. So we need to slide over here as quick as we can. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So here's our new city here. We need to transport. Oh crap! Scouts. Send scouts. We're gonna send a bunch of food. It takes 40 seconds. Because if we go and look at our city, this is our new city. 0 food. If I don't get my troops over there with some food ASAP, we're gonna start revolting. Revolting? Is that what I want to say? Anyways, I'm going to start losing troops, okay? And I can't do anything with my troops. My troops are stuck in the city because they took it over, okay? One thing I could do over in Jupiter real quick before we forget, go to medic camp, and you can heal 30% of the troops that died out. So we can heal those guys up. I'm also going to go ahead and send a big wave. I need to auto... Ah, crap. So for some reason, I don't know why the game's like this, but you can't add CL with this city. So this city beside me, this guy right here, I'm going to add him to my CL. That means my coordinates list. So now he's in my coordinates list. Whenever I want to go to this Saturn city and I'm in Jupiter, so let's say I'm in Jupiter right now. When Jupiter pulls up. Alright, so I'm in Jupiter. I can go to CL, hit city name because that's that guy, and there I can transport. So let's transport 500 of these guys. It's going to take quite a while. No, let's just do 1,000. And I'm going to send a million of these 2 resources, and then probably 3 million gold or so, 2 million stone, and then the rest food for now. So we'll send those out, and that'll get us going. See, now we got a bunch of report. Oh no, we got a riot. So that's what happens. What did we lose? So we just lost some resources. Okay, that's okay. Alright, so riot's fine. So what we can do now, it's time to get some resources, or to get our loyalty up. If someone attacked me right now, they could take over my city whenever it gets to 0. So my loyalty's at 1. So we can go to comforting and go to praying. If you look, loyalty increases by 25 and public grievance reduces by 5. So a public grievance is the second number and loyalty is the first number. So if we click that, we'll be 26 and 0. And fortification, our walls are level 7 because we took over the city and he had high level walls. We can actually go to the walls, and the walls are as we left them. We attacked, and these are the traps and the baddest that stayed left over, so they're still there. So that's pretty cool. All right, so looking at a city, I mean, it's not a bad city. He's got it set up all right. Like, he has the right idea. I mean, his organization's weird, but I've took over an NPC, so I kind of have an idea of how the organization is. We can take a look at any of these things. We don't have enough gold for that just yet. So I'm going to go to Jupiter, click the coordinates list again, and scout over some gold really quick. So I'll take 40 seconds, get that going. Now we can go back to town. Let's go over to Saturn here. We need to find some heroes. Unfortunately, I dumped the politics hero a few episodes ago saying, oh, I'm not going to use this. Well, I need it. And we don't have anything. This is a level 4 inn. We don't need a level 4 inn, so I'm going to demolish it by 1 level. That shouldn't cost any resources, I don't think. We want to end lower than that. But for now, once my goal gets here, I'm going to recruit the highest politics hero just so I can boost up some of these productions. Let's also look at his production rate. They're all 100%, so that's good. That's how we want to keep it. Population's going up, so that means our production rates will go up. The gold's here, so let's go ahead and recruit Blake for now. And then we'll appoint him as hero, or as mayor. So that boosts up our stuff. So this guy can be upgraded. This is attack 3. So he's a 106, so that's pretty solid there. Soon I'll fill up these barracks. I'm going to try to make a bunch more ballistas and transporters with what barracks are open. And then the rest I'm going to work on the archers, of course. So this is going to really speed up my production of troops because, like, as I said in Jupiter, I'm loaded on resources. I have so much resources that I really don't know what to do with. So it's really hard for me to, like, if you look at all these barracks, they're full. Most of them are full, and I still have tons of resources. My walls are done, so they need to be upgraded. So I'm just stacking in resources. So it's really good to have a second city like this, so I can fill these barracks up, fill the walls up, and use my resources more effectively. Alright, so all these are done. I don't like any of those, so I usually delete them because I like the important ones. Alright, so we're going to make sure this is checked. Allow garrison. So that's important. We'll probably just leave that closed, I guess. It really doesn't matter, I don't think. I mean, it does eventually, but with our troop count, we don't want our troops getting wiped out. So it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so what I want to do is I'm going to have to scroll back down because I don't have this auto checked. I think, can you just do this? So you can actually just do this, Mike. my bad. I didn't realize, like, I haven't played in a while, so some of this stuff is kind of new to me. So if you're at Jupiter and you want to go to Saturn to transport, you can just click on the city. You don't have to do the checklist thing, so I can just delete that. So that's why the checklist isn't there, because it's not needed. So let's go to... What else I wanted to do? I was wanting to do something really important, guys. But I completely forgot. Oh well. Maybe it'll come to me. It was something pretty important. But oh yeah, I know what it is. So I want to go to Saturn, and then I want to click on Jupiter, and I want to see. Never mind. This is what I'm talking about. So you can't reinforce. When you do that, you're going to your own city. So add this back. I knew I used to do that for some reason. So if I'm at Saturn and I want to go to Jupiter, I don't have a quick option just yet. I had to do that. So we'll have to scroll down to it, which is over here. I can make a quick option by adding this guy as a CL. So then I'll just have to remember those two guys. But what we want to do is, if we have enough food, which we don't, see, once I get enough food, I want to take these troops and take it back to my main city. My main city is going to be Jupiter because it's the one I built, and it's like the better of the cities. It has the better buildings and stuff to an extent. And then this will be my second city, pretty much. So that's kind of the concept there. Now, if there's any of this we can do, we should go ahead and get started on that. Medicine would be nice. So let's, what we can do is we can go to Jupiter here and then click over back to city name and then reinforce with 1 scout, and we want to send intel, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then eventually I'm going to want my attack hero over there, so I'm just going to because I want to build troops whenever my transporters get there. So I'm just going to go ahead and reinforce with my #1 attack hero for the time being. And then what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to appoint that person as mayor, and then we'll do some extra researches so my research can get done faster, because you'll be doing multiple researches at once. Like over here I'm doing military science, and then here I'll be doing medicine. So that's how you get research done really quick. Let's go ahead and build 1 archer tower. You always want to have like one of each in there, mainly these three, so that's important. Our intel hero is here, so we'll go ahead and click on them. All right, this was going to take like 6 hours. Now it's only going to take 4, so that's a really good boost there. So we'll put him as the mayor to do that. And now, I can't make any troops just yet, so let's just put this really bad hero as the politics hero for now. And I don't think there's okay. I got level 6, so I still can recruit another politics hero if something pops up. So here's a 68. So let's recruit this guy instead. I don't have enough gold. That's unfortunate. So, whoa, where's my food? Oh, my food's at 0. Holy crap. All right, so we got to get some more food over there. Go over here, scout it, scout food. This is why it's really good to have scouts. So I'm going to scout food as fast as I can. My transporter's still got 10 minutes left, so I got to really keep track of my stuff. Because I'm losing food at a pretty good rate over there because the majority of my army is over there, so I need to get that over all my resources so they don't die out. All right, so one thing I could do is with Jupiter I could take reinforce with 550 and 550, and I could do some farming with that city. I'm not going to reinforce with the hero, just the troops. And I shouldn't have done that. What I should have done is sent resources. So let's recall that really fast. So go to army movement. This 26 minutes. Let's just recall that. Recall. Come back. So what I might as well. It's going to take a few seconds to recall. I might as well just send more resources over there because that's the main reason I'm going to send a farming wave over there, so they can actually like farm. Like I bet this level 5 NPC will be all mine, to be honest. Like I don't think anyone else is attacking it just because of distance. So let's go ahead and send that. And now we're going to send some resources. Let's just send a bunch of food. So we'll send about 5 million, and then it can go, and that will help us out over in the city. All right, so what else we got going on? Let's recruit that new mayor, and this will help us on production. So recruit this guy. I still don't have enough gold. It's because I scouted over food and I didn't scout over gold. So we're just going to keep scouting stuff until I can get troops. I need more scouts, to be honest. So let's scout over gold this time so we can recruit that hero because he's better. Also, we need to take a look at comforting and see if we can pray again. Because it takes 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes you can pray. So we got 6 minutes left. So in 6 minutes I need to pray and it'll get my loyalty up 25 more. And then the more my loyalty goes up, the more population we're going to get, etc. So let's oh no, I bet that inn probably took that hero away. It didn't. Okay. Well, anyways, we're still going to demolish this right here. And I want that hero because he has a 68. His base is really bad, but I'm just looking at level for the time being. Eventually, whenever the inn gets to level 1, then I'll be looking at base. So we got our gold, so let's go ahead and recruit that guy. Go to Feasting Hall and appoint Brian as mayor. And then this Blake guy we don't need anymore, so we can just dismiss him to save some space. All right, so there we go. I still got... over in Jupiter, I still got 7 minutes until my resources get there. Once my resources get here, I'm gonna try to find a better politics hero, of course. I'm not gonna worry too much about that right now. Like I want to find a good base hero, but I'm not gonna take my good politics hero from other city and transform over. I mean, you can do that, and that's more efficient. But it's a lot of clicking. It's more work for you. It'll take me just a tad longer, but once I farm a couple times with a good politics hero, I'll be back up to where I was with the old one that I took away. So you want to keep that in mind. If you plan on having multiple cities and actually keeping them, you actually want to try to make a good politics hero before you get the city. I had 2 good ones, but of course I I didn't think I was gonna find a free city like this at all, to be honest, guys. All right, so we can take a look at the map, and it's being kind of laggy for me at the moment. And then what we can do is we can actually, I scouted this guy earlier and he didn't have anything in it. I think I showed you. If it'll let us, I don't think it's going to let us. We don't have enough resources. No, it costs 87,000 food. So I'm about to keep scouting food and stuff. So I'm going to keep this up, and then whenever my troops with food and stuff get back, I'll bring you guys back. The resources made it here finally, and now we can start working on filling this city up and getting it prepared. I found a better politics hero, base 60. So see if he needs upgraded. The other guy was 68, if you remember, but it would take him forever to upgrade. So I mean, this guy will be upgraded after a couple of buildings and stuff. I'm working on destroying the iron mines. I'm just gonna make another sawmill city. The ratio and the market's still 4-to-1. Just take my word for it. I don't feel like loading it. And so yeah, let's build a little bit more of this right here. We'll do about 100. That'll be pretty good. Just kind of slowly stock it up. We'll do 100 there. That'll cost a little bit of lumber. Not that many. I don't want to like destroy all my resources just yet. I want it going for a couple hours until we can get our population up. I believe we can pray again. Instead of praying, I'm going to do population raising. It costs more food, but it'll boost the population because I'm wanting to build troops, and that's going to completely annihilate the population again. The tax rate was actually on 40, so that's a little low. Put it to 0. Like, I mean, I have plenty of gold. There's no reason for me to have a tax. But let's just do population raising this time. Try to jump the population up so I can build troops. And when I build troops, of course, I'm going to have to go to production and set everything to 0. So population went up. So this will help me. You can do this on your fully maxed city to build population if you need to, if your hero is that good. Now my hero isn't that good, so I can't quite do that, but if I want to, I could. So attack number 1. See if she needs an upgrade. She's good. So this one can only build ballistas. So we're looking for a couple hour range. Let's just go with 10. And then we're going to build, we'll fill this barracks completely up here with 10 ballistas each. The reason I want more ballistas now is because I have 2 cities, so I need more farming waves. Preferably, you want farming waves, you want like a full set. So let's say you have a politics hero, you have an intel hero, and you're going to send your intel hero on level 5 NPCs farming. So that's, let's say your feasting hall is 9. That's 7 waves, excluding your politics hero, because you usually don't send them. I like to send them a couple times so I can get them up into like the 100s politics, but usually whenever it caps off, it's not as helpful. So all right, so I got that filled up. Now we can go to the 8. I think there's an 8 and a 6. So with those 2, I can actually just do transporters. So let's see, I think we can do about 40, and then that'll split into 2, which will make it 20, which is pretty short. So let's go with 80. So we'll do 80 and then split it. So it'll be 40 each. So we'll fill these guys up, and then my next plan is to build mainly foot troops. I'm really low on foot troops, so I think we're gonna kind of hold off on the archers just quite yet on this city. We need to kind of stock up a little bit on more foot troops, depending on my resources too. So just filling these 2 barracks up, splitting the production, so nothing's overlapping in the other barracks whenever I build archers and foot troops and stuff. And if you're wondering, foot troops are, I mean, yeah, it's just troops that are on foot, which is warriors, pikemen, swordsmen, and scouts and workers are technically foot troops, but mainly warrior, pikemen, and swordsmen. Those are the real core foot troops. Workers are also very useful, but usually don't have more than 100,000 workers. They eat up your food, I believe. No, they only have 2. There's something about workers. I mean, their load is really good, which is awesome, but there's something about workers that uh, are really annoying. Um, Lumber. I think they take a lot of lumber. Yeah, they take 50 more lumber than a warrior. So a warrior's cheaper, but they take more food. But workers, they just take so much lumber for some reason. I mean, it doesn't seem like at 50 more, it doesn't seem bad, but whenever you're making a bunch of them, it's not really worth it because like their life is 100 and their life here is 200, so they're a lot weaker in a sense. All right, so let's go ahead and build some troops here. All right, what I want to do actually before I build troops is I want to reinforce. So let's go back this way and then reinforce. I'm going to send half of everything. So 15,000, about 17,000, about 8,500, I guess. And I'll leave all those in there. I need some of these guys because I don't have any other city. So I'm going to reinforce with all these troops here. So both cities have about the same amount of troop count in a sense. And then let's go back to Saturn and let's build troops now. Now I have like a visual representation. So we need pikemen, as you can see. Let's build about 2,000 of these guys. That'll take, oh, never mind. That'll take a lot of lumber. Let's build about 1,000 and split production. Swordsmen, let's build about 800 of these. No, we can build more than that. Let's go with 1,200. Yeah, so they take a lot more iron, so I have the ability to build more of those guys. Alright, so we're good on workers. Scouts, I guess we can build about 2,000 more, I suppose. And we're running out of spots, so I'd like to have some calves, and we'll only be able to do these in level 5s. It looks like they're all level 5, so that's good. I want to build a couple, quite a bit of these, so we'll build 250. So that's a decent amount of calves. And just so I can have like troops in front of my archers, and then the rest we'll just max out on archers, and then that'll take all of our population. And we still have a little bit of resources left, but we don't have any population, so there's not much we can do. So let's put all these back on 100, modify that, and yeah, now change my mayor back to Pain, and I want to reinforce my main attack hero to my other city. So use our checklist thing like I made earlier. Reinforce, attack 1, and there it goes. Alright, so for my other city, as far as my troop count goes, so it took a big hit on that attack for my foots. I need more cavalry, in my opinion. I need about 3,000, I think. I'm going to need pikemen and swordsmen now because they're really low. I need to kind of set that, have like a goal of these guys and like a certain amount. And if I go below that, I need to build some more. So I definitely need more of those guys. And my warriors will be coming back and my archers will be coming back. So, yeah, let's see. Once my troops get here, we can probably make a bunch of swordsmen. But most of my barracks, let's look at 6s. Yeah, I have only one open spot, so there's not much we can really make with it. Why is it taking so long for my... This one took like a minute, and my other city takes like nowhere near as a minute. I think it's my relief station over here. So my relief station needs to be leveled up in this city. It takes a lot longer. See, increase the speed of army movement between cities and allies. So relief station needs to be upgraded in this city, so I can exchange resources back and forth. So populations should be going up. Loyalty's good. There was something else I transferred over. I guess not. What we can do in this city, since we have our ballistas and stuff, we'll go ahead and attack this NPC. I scouted this NPC. It's not maxed, so somebody is attacking it, but it's pretty good maxed otherwise. What I want to do, actually, I want to attack with my... Let's see, who did I point? Okay, the better politics hero. I'm going to attack with my politics hero, so I can try to jump him up to about a bunch of levels. Once you attack it the first time, you can really boost the levels up pretty good. So I want to try to get his politics up pretty good, and that'll help us out, especially when I get this converted. As you can see, The production overall on this isn't as good because it's split, but once we get it converted and take over a couple forests, we'll be pretty good. All right, so our number one attack hero's over here. So let's go ahead and put him as mayor, and then we'll probably make, I don't know, probably make pikemen, I guess, a couple thousand of those guys, because they cost the most though. So we can make 6,000. I'll say we make 3. That'd be pretty solid. And then split production between the rest of the barracks. And there we go. Whoa. Where'd it go? This barrack must be full. There it is. So 6.5 hours. Some barracks were still full. So that'll kind of slow up the queue time, but it's okay. I have a bunch of warriors queued up here. I queued not too long ago. So they'll be going soon. I think it was like 27,000 or something. It was quite a bit of warriors. So that'll be nice. So I'm going to levy lumber. I always levy lumber because it's the most expensive, and prey. This also boosts your prestige when you do that. I've mentioned that before, I believe. So got our king selected. Back to mayor, and that'll boost up the production overall. Alright, so there we go. That's how you take a city, guys. It's really exciting. I enjoy that. That makes the game fun, in my opinion. I'm still tearing these guys down. We do need to do the relief station, actually. So do we have enough resources for that? We do, but we don't have our politics hero mayor anymore. Oh well, let's just go and grab that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a blast taking cities. I mean, it was really easy. There's not much work. But just be wary when you take a city like this. You got to be careful because you can get taken over. And but I've been playing this a lot more than I thought I would. So I figured I'd get taken over a lot. Or like I would get attacked more. But I haven't even got scouted yet, to be honest. So I guess the people around me aren't really attacking people. They may just be farmers, so I don't know. They may just want to farm. It's lagging. Why? Let's do the other one. But eventually I have a feeling we'll get scouted. Hopefully we're in an okay place, and maybe that won't happen. But so far it's going well. Ooh, what is this? That is nice. We got a veteran battle line, so let's go and apply that. So this will give us cavalry, calf tracks, and some transporters. So let's just take a look at how many we got. We don't have any of it, so we'll be able to see exactly how many we get when we apply it. So you get those from the amulet. It's really good. I think you can get some other ones too. So wow, that's pretty nice right there. 213 transporters. That's quite a bit. That saves me a couple hours. And then I've been wanting calves and calf tracks, so that'll help me out a little bit. So I'm a little low on resources now, but that's okay. That's what I wanted. I felt like I've been using too many resources, if you know what I mean. Or I had too many resources, and I didn't have nothing to use it on. But now that we have second city, we can actually use it. So it's pretty exciting. One more thing. If I want to take a level 10 NPC, I either need to dump a city or level up. And the next level up to be able to get another city is Baronet. So we need... whoa, go to Baronet. We need 10 rose medals and 5 lion medals, but to go to major, we need 5 rose medals, but major will not get you another city. So once we get these 5 rose medals, this thing's going to be flashing constantly until we get the 10 rose medals. It stinks. So that 5 rose medal jump is miserable because I hate the flashing light. So if you look at our medals now, we're at 3 and 4. So once we get 2 more rose medals from attacking or amulet or just whatever we do, or if I buy that 5 for 25 package eventually, we're gonna have to do some metal farming because once that blinking light comes on there, it's gonna drive me insane. And if I want to be able to take another city, I'm definitely going to need to level up or dump one of these cities. So it just depends. And having like both these cities relatively close together, I should be able to take a 10 even easier. I'll probably just try to take it with one city to kind of show you guys, because the whole series is about taking over a level 10. And if I try to do it with 2 cities, not everyone's going to have 2 cities, and it's a little unfair, and it's not like exactly how it should be, if you know what I mean. But anyways, that's all I got for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We got another city. It's pretty awesome. That makes it really fun for me and gives me something else to do. I was kind of getting bored in the game, and I was trying to find people to attack, but we found this guy and got a city, so it's pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll talk to you guys later.